Hi, welcome to Barb's Kitchen Center. My name is Celeste and this is my test kitchen. Today we're going to talk about can openers. There's two basic kinds. There's your basic traditional can opener, which just cuts inside the rim of the can. And then there's the Kuhn can opener that separates the can lid from the can, leaving you with no sharp edges. So this is a Cook's Innovation can opener, and it'll do all kinds of amazing things for you. This end works as a jar key, so if you have a pickle jar you can't open, you just sort of give it a little pry with this end. You stick the bottom of the pickle jar lid in here, and then you give it a little, pops it open, makes it easier to turn off. This will open your pull top cans, so you don't have to. Probably, roll up your Tim Hortons rim too. So a very so Canadian reference. So for those of you who are not Canadian, in Canada, every year we have roll up the rim at Tim's, and you can get coffee and prizes. So traditional can opener. Let's go with it first. We simply set it on the lid, wait for it to grab, and around the can we go. Looks like I'm going to be making tres leche cake this week with all the sweetened condensed milk that I'm opening, but and are we there? Oh, look at that. There we go. Lid's off. And you can tell you've got a bit of a sharp edge here, and you get sweetened condensed milk all over the counter, which will be super yummy later. So Kuhn can opener works a little differently. It, as you can see, this device moves in, grabs the can, and then it just pulls the rim off the can. So it feels a little weirder to start. It sometimes feels like you don't quite have a grab on it. And it's not, you need to pay a little more attention to where you started, because you can't always tell. When you use a traditional can opener, you feel that wiggle. With this one, you can't always tell when you've been all the way around the can. I usually wind up going around 1.5 times because I can't tell when I've gone all the way around the can. Just twist it once backwards to pull it off. The nice thing about these is they come with it's called a beak, and you can grab your can lid and pull it off without getting your hand sticky. And there's absolutely no sharp edges anywhere. And let's say the phone rang, it's a hot day, the kids are running in and out of the house, you're worried about bugs coming in, and you got to take a call, so you just can slide this back on. It won't seal. I wouldn't store food this way, but certainly it's a good enough hold that it won't sink into your can again, and will keep everything fresh for a few more minutes. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about in cool gadgets and how to use them are the metal pieces from the Bosch. So you have the metal drive, the disc holder in your in your slicer shredder, and the metal dough hook. Now, in case nobody told you, these pieces should not be washed in the dishwasher. They need to be hand washed because this coating will eventually wear off and become really, really rough and black, and will actually leach some black stuff into your food. You also have that same metal cap inside the slicer shredder bowl, and everybody goes, well, how do you get that out? It doesn't come out. And you're right, it doesn't easily come out. But does it? Really, all you have to do is pop the bottom of the drive to the side, and voila, it is loose and out. It just hangs on with little clips, so to put it back in, just give it a push, and it's back in the bowl. So you can take this piece out, again, just push this drive to the side, and then little twist and pull straight out. This piece you wash by hand. This piece happily go into the dishwasher, come out feeling like $1,000,000. This piece wash in the kitchen sink so that this does not turn all rough and hard. Let me see, I'm not sure how well this will do on video, but as you can see, this is a piece that's been through the dishwasher, and it's quite rough and does not have a pleasant finish on it at all anymore. And this is what you're trying to avoid with these metal pieces. The last common problem we're going to talk about is Kuhn Rikon pressure cooker or any composite base pot. You really have to be careful not to run these pots dry, and try not to run them on high on your stove. I mean, if you want to get things boiling in a hurry, that's great. High is a great place to go to get started, but don't leave it there. Things that are made of composite metals that are put together with, like many of these have an aluminum core inside because aluminum is a great conductor of heat and disperses it evenly, but then it's got stainless steel on the outside. So all of these things heat up and swell at different temperatures, and if you run it too hot and too high, and in this case this pan was run dry, things like this will happen. You'll wind up separating the base. And at some point, if it looks like abuse, these things are not covered under warranty, so you want to be careful to ensure you don't run your pan too hot or too dry. And if you try to avoid using the highest heat for the longest period of time, and you make sure there's always liquid in your pots, they should last you your lifetime. But again, if you run them dry and you run them too hot, you'll get separation, and it's a very expensive replacement. Well, thanks for joining us today for Gadgets and More. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.